Hey Queens, hey! Welcome yet to another video. Mrs. C the Queen here, darling. Yes, Queen, yes, Queen, yes, Queen. Since you guys are seeing that we are busy with the Easters and blah, 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 I figured let me zhuzh my house up for Easter. Because the last video I did, it was when I decorated the office for Easter. So now I'm going to follow it through and decorate the rest of the house. I've got this yarn, which is the hemp yarn that I have here, which I want to use to make a garland, Queens. I've got these nice super duper Easter eggs. I don't know if you guys can see them, but let me show you from the box. This is how they look like from the box. Got these ones from Grandi Flora. I'll pop the prices on the screen. So my first project is making the wreath. So what I'm trying to do is that I leave equal spaces for my eggs as I go along. I don't know how we're gonna do this, Queens, but all I'm gonna do anyway is pop this in. There's no other easy way. I have to pull the string all the way. Hey Queens, there's no easy way. And then when I know this is where I want my egg and the bunnies are facing the right way. This is going to be a long one, Queens, because then I need to then tie a knot and pull it out all the way. So I'm just going to put my yarn here on the table. Yes, Queens. And then I'm going to take my egg, cut it on the top there, and then tie it to the yarn. This is going to be the simplest way, and it's going to look nice. Then they're going to look like this. So I'm going to continue making this garland of camera. Then I've got 2 more projects that we're going to do together as well, Queens. Okay, Queens, I've just finished making the garland. Here we go. It's an egg garland. I thought I was going to use it in my bedroom, Queens, but I think I'm going to use it in the kitchen because I'm also going to decorate by our coffee station. That's first project done. So now we're going to jump into our second project. Our second project, guys, I've got this picture here. I don't know if you guys can see it nicely, but it's supposed to be a placemat. But I was like, you know them paper placemats? But I figured I can use this to put into a frame that I already have to make a nice picture. Mouse, can you bring me that bunny there that I need to paint on top of the bench? You'll see the one that still looks gray. Thanks. Carrying on, mommy duty called. So I've got this picture frame here, which I'm gonna remove what is inside. I'm just gonna use a knife to just turn this around. I tried using my cuticle pusher for the nails on Friday. I tried doing this last week, but it gave me a boo-boo, which is now still healing a bit here, if you guys can see that. So I stopped. So now that I'm healed, I can then continue doing it using a different tool. So I'm gonna do that on all these sides. I've just taken my picture, put it inside there upside down, and then I've got some let me check first if is it gonna be enough. Yes, so I've got this ribbon that I got that I want to use. Let me just say, Queens, initially what I was gonna use around was this to put here, but it's not thick enough. So I got this lace at P&A. So we're just gonna measure the amount. I was gonna use it for something else, but let me use it for this. There we go. So I'm gonna put the lace on the glass. I'm putting the lace right on top of the glass, Queens. Nothing fancy or anything like that. So it's gonna give me more or less that fancy lacing on the top and at the bottom. There we go. I hope it's gonna look nice when I turn it over, and I hope my measurement are going to measure up. Then I'm gonna take the other piece again and cut another piece. I think I can still be able to make a bow, like I wanted to make a bow for something else. We'll see how that will work with this small piece, if I can make a bow or not. And then I'm gonna take the second part of the lace and just put it under now from the bottom of the picture frame. There we go. So put it all the way nicely. I hope I'm measuring it correctly, Queens, because I don't want to turn my picture around and find that, because that will be a disaster if it's skew. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna push back the paper work, the things to hold down my frame, and so to hold down my picture, not the frame, Queens. And then before I clip it down all the way, I just want to make sure that it is looking the way I want it to look. Even better, Queens. It's even better, Queens. So now we can tape it down, like put back those nails so that they can close my, hold down my picture. Oh, Queens. Yes. Ta-da! Not getting a nice angle, but this is how the picture looks like. Yes. So I was thinking of hanging it either here in the office, or I can move it somewhere else because it is looking very nice, very dainty. All right, Queens, moving on to the third. That was the second DIY. The third DIY, I got this nice bunny here. It's made out of concrete. I got this also from Mr. Price Home. What I want to do, because if you guys look nicely, this part here, it looks more like a cabbage. Easter cabbage, bunnies, carrots. This is how it looks like. So what I was thinking, I got this chalk paint. I didn't want the normal too dark green. I've got this chalk paint here, which is almost like a mustardish, almost type of a color. And I've got this one here. Okay, let me put it here. Which is, this one is called Lorraine's Cream. It's more like a cream gray type of a paint. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to use, I also got these two brushes, queens. I got these two brushes that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this big one for covering the bigger spaces. And then I'm gonna use the small one for covering the smaller spaces. So because this chalk paint is very thick, I saw that the last time when I was using it, when I was painting the cross, that cross in the entryway. So I figured, oh, there we go. Because you know what, queens? These brushes, I'm gonna hide them. Because every time I get brushes or stuff like that to use when I'm doing my DIYs, tell me why every time it's time for me to do my DIYs, I'm not finding anything. Please advise me. So I figured with these ones, I'm gonna make sure that I keep them. Sorry about the noise, queens. Keep them nicely. And. So what I've done, I've added a bit of water with it, with my chalk paint, that Lorraine's Cream one. So I'm going in all the crevices. The detailing though, the detailing on this bunny, queens, it's amazing. The detailing for this bunny, it is amazing. They've done the best in making sure that the texture of the feathers, they are there. So I'm not doing anything fancy, anything different. I'm just going through, putting the wash on the thing. Then I'll go back again after. And when I go back, queens, I'll go back in with my chalk paint, not wet now. Because this is my first coat. I want it to penetrate through the holes for the bunny. So that's why I've gone in doing it like this. Some people call this whitewashing. Same consistency as what you do when you are trying to achieve that whitewash look. That's what I've done with my chalk paint here. And I'm stippling as well. So now the color is looking nice. Now that I'm adding just the chalk paint, after I've just done the stippling, now the color is intensifying, queens. It's a nice gray. And I've stopped buying my chalk paints in big bottles now, queens, because my kids were just playing with them. So now this is what I do. I buy the small colors when I need to use it. Let's make sure that we touch up those pores there, queens, right there. They need to stand out the pores. Yeah, now I'm happy with the color. It's Thursday today. So what we normally do on Thursdays, my husband and I have taken swimming this year. Something that we wanted to do together. The goal is scuba diving by the end of the year. But now we figured, yes, we can maneuver or navigate in the pool, but we figured it would be a nice thing that we go and do it professionally. So that by the time we go to our scuba diving experience, then we're like pros in water, not just maneuvering in water. So that's what we do on Thursdays. I look forward to it every Thursday because when you are married this long and you're still finding things that you want to do together, to me, that's everything. So, to me, that says you are solid. In my opinion, should I say. This is my life through my eyes. Hence, I'm saying that. But, oh, this looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. So what I'm gonna do, the first layer of I'm gonna put this aside. The first layer that I'm gonna do on the cabbage, which will fill it with eggs or something, we'll see what we put inside. I'll take a bit of that color, thin it a bit inside my gray, so that it gives me that first coat as well, that is thin. And with that thin first coat, I'm able to, oh, this is applying so much better than I thought. I guess because the inside, it's more like it's smoother than the outside. So it's not that hard to paint. As I was saying, Queens, it's very important that you and your spouse, you and your better half, you and your other half, whatever you guys identify as, it is crucial that you always find things in common that you can still do after being married for that long. So that you make sure that there are no cracks, Queens. You don't want any cracks in your situationship with your person. So, like last year, literally we told ourselves that we're going to do some traveling now that our kids most of our kids are out of the house. We're gonna do us. We're gonna do some traveling. We're gonna spend more time together. The kids will leave us here. And then we're stuck with each other. So we don't want that stuck feeling. So that's why we are concentrating more this year on our selves. And you don't need to wait for something to be wrong, Queens, before you can nurture or put manure in your grass. You don't need to wait for the grass to be completely dead or almost dead. If you put the effort while the sun is still shining, guess what? Winter, your grass is not gonna look dull and gray, but it's gonna still flourish. I don't know if the explanation or the narrative that I'm trying to drive here is, don't wait for when you guys are going through the most before you start doing things together, finding a hobby that you both enjoy, travel together. Us, we're just blessed that our kids now are out of the house, the three. Now we're only left with one, who is easy to travel with because they're still in kindergarten. We can ask for an excuse here and there. So, yeah, Queens, didn't plan on talking about me and my person here and what we do or what we don't do or how we rekindle and keep it fresh. This year we'll be married 21 years. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen, 21 years. And we're still going strong. In my opinion, and I'm sure even my husband will share the same sentiment. We always find a way to keep the spark going. And another thing, Queens, I'm not a marriage counselor or anything. I'm just a woman who's been married to the husband for all these years. And I'm just sharing how we keep it up. Because at some point, guys, you just need to settle down, know your person, and enjoy. There we go. The cabbage looks very nice, Queen. It's not looking too green. I think this color, it's more like it's bringing out a bit of mustard. And then the base will be a mixture between the gray and I'm mixing both the gray and that mustardish color. So at the base is not just stoke gray or stoke yellow. It's a mixture of blending both the colors. You know, the base where the cabbage is sitting on. Yeah, there we go. And where the bunny is sitting on. It's looking good. It's looking amazing. So now that I've managed to achieve the first base, I'm gonna go in now straight from the top with my color. I'm gonna go straight in now on that cabbage. It's more like leaves, cabbage leaves, hence I'm saying it's a cabbage bowl. I'm gonna fill my base with some Easter eggs anyway. The inside, even if it's not 100%, but I want it looking good. My queens, I'll keep dabbing my brush in there and retouching on the legs because I've touched a bit. Yeah, I think this will be good. So now I need to concentrate on the rest of the leaves so that the color is more opaque. Maybe I should do a series, Queens, where I am just sharing my story of who I am, where I come from, parents. But let me know if you want me to make videos about my upbringing, things like that, my childhood. And we're not here to judge, Queens. And this is not a license for people to start coming at me about my upbringing or anything like that. At the end of the day, this is my story. I'm gonna tell. I just made up a song there, Queens. If you can hear. There we go, Queens. I'm happy. I am happy with the colors. Okay, my muffler keeps jumping out, Queens. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting my thing nicely. Let's put it here. Yeah, I think it's better here. So I'm happy now, Queens, with the colors. I'm gonna close my bottles. Okay, here's my other one. We're good, it's nice. We're good, Queens. Let me show you how it looks. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is how my bunny looks like. There we go. I really do appreciate it. I don't know whether we should put a tie on the neck, but I don't think so. I'll make a bow, but I'm using this bow for somewhere else, not for here. I'm back. I thought I was gonna do just 3 DIYs, but I think I can add another DIY. That other rope that I thought I was gonna use in the picture frame, since I couldn't use it there, I was wondering, what can I do? And we found something to do. Hey Queens, I've got a thing there. You guys will see once we get to that place for decoration that I have different kinds of balls in it. I've got the green, what is it called, that green one? You know, the one that's made with the greens. Yeah, originally I thought I was gonna find more of those, but I couldn't find more of those, so this was my next better option of what I can do. So all I'm using, Queens, here, it's my hot glue gun, this polystyrene ball, which I got from P&A. They came in a bundle of them. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting my hot glue around and rotating it until I can cover the whole thing. Then I'll show you guys where we're gonna add this. So we'll keep going around. No reason, no rhyme, but you're just gonna keep going around until you've created your ball till the end. I'm using the Gorilla glue guns, the hot glue sticks, which is these ones here. I love the Gorilla ones, Queens. My DIYs don't crumble and fall apart when I use my Gorilla gun. So I'm just refilling adding the extra stick of glue. Then I'm going around like that. Then I'm going again. Then I'm going around just up until we can cover the whole situationship, the whole polystyrene. There we go. Because I know that you could buy this, like the other one that I bought, you guys will see. But if you've got the material at home, why not DIY it as well? And we can save some coins. We can save some coins. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do 2 of these, which will be in this size as well as in this size. Then all right then, queens, we'll see you on another video, and I'll show you how I incorporate the DIYs that we've done today with the rest of my decorations. See you on the next time, queens. Bye bye.